That's the sign of a great skater. They make it look easy, right? They make it look effortless.
There are results. Number 5 out on the ice. We'll see Elisa Confortola, Chloe Olivier, Katarina Buric in her first race of the weekend, coming off her Olympic experience. Betty Muske for Germany, and then Lo Qingshun from Hong Kong, China.
Go to the start. Ready.
In Buric's case, I don't think she was initially in the top 32. She might have been just on the outside, but when there are skaters, teams that don't take the quota spots that they've earned, then they go to the down the list, so to speak. Yeah, and I'm sure Buric, yes please, I'd love to skate at the Olympics. She's had a couple good results in the 1,000 meters that got her in position just to even earn that. Even when you're a reserve, you're still a very good skater and worthy of a spot included, but limits on the number of skaters, of course, have to be followed. It's Olivier on the front ahead of Buric, and coming together with Muske. We'll take a look. Is it early enough in the race that we can say maybe it didn't affect the outcome, but Buric now has a long way to close back up. She gets ahead of one. And now just slotted in behind Elisa Confortola, and now can follow her or try to the lead.
There she goes by the outside.
Well, great job from Buric to get herself back into this race, now in the 3rd position. Looking to set up 2 crossovers in, trying to build some speed.
Confortola almost serenely in front of everything going on behind her, and Olivier keeping a bit of a gap between herself and 3rd as Buric not sure what's left in the legs. But it is Confortola and Olivier going on through. So what will be looked at is on Betty Muske for possible contact from behind heading into the corner. There's always that extra caveat of the referee's discretion. Did it affect the outcome of the race? And it was early enough, and so we're entering gray territory.
As we're watching the final lap, something that really stood out to me for Elisa Confortola is you can tell that she still had the legs. A lot of what happens when skaters fatigue in the last laps of a race. Here's that incident, Betty Muske on Buric. But as I was saying, as skaters fatigue in the end of the race, they start to tighten their track. They start to try to shorten the distance. They make that track pattern a little tighter, whereas as you get tighter, it's harder to carry speed. Elisa Confortola at the end of the race doing a really good job of carrying her speed, letting herself flow out, continue to maintain that momentum and not shorten up that track.
So it was cleared. So just Confortola and Olivier moving into the quarterfinals. The rest will go through the repechage this weekend. A look at Marc Gagnon, the Canadian coach. Telltale sign that there is a Canadian skater coming up in the next race.